Welcome, ladies and gents, to FACEIT TV. Are you excited? I know I am, because this is it. This is where everything begins. A huge year of Counter-Strike Global Offensives here from FACEIT. We're going to be giving away at least $275,000 across 3 leagues, basically. So it's going to have like 3 different stages. So let's just talk about the format very briefly. So we need to like initiate things here and get everyone on the same page, because I think there's a little bit of confusion here or there. So I'm going to clean that all up for you guys. So first things first, we're going to have 3 different regions. I think most people know that. We have 8 teams from Europe, competing from Europe. We've got 6 teams competing from North America, and 6 from the Oceanic region as well, which is, quite frankly, pretty awesome in of itself. And top 5 from the European region go to LAN. Top 2 from the North American one go to LAN, and the top 1 from Oceania. So we're going to have good representation at LAN no matter what. We're improving the numbers from the last LAN finals of teams which we will actually see on LAN, which is, again, fantastic. It's going to be a very similar format as far as the fact that we're not going to have any draws. There's no draws here. You either win or you lose, and that's it. So 3 points for a win, 0 points for a loss. We have the same overtime rules as before, so we have MR5, 16K, and that's going to decide who wins. So we have the same system as well of home and away, which is pretty awesome. I mean, James, give your thoughts on home and away system. What do you like about it? Why is it important?
We've got the home and away system in Europe and North America, and how that works is basically the away team gets to veto 2 of the 7 maps, then the home team selects one of the remaining maps of the 5 for their match, and all the vetoes are done in advance, basically, so all the teams know who they're playing on which map and when before the league starts for every single match throughout the league. So that's going to be the case for North America and for Europe, and in Oceania it's going to be the normal veto system because they're only playing each other once over there.
So it's kind of like it's kind of like the North America of last season where they had the same format.
Exactly.
But all right, so if you guys, let's say, really passionate, you're competing yourself, you want to get involved, you want to actually play in the leagues. Well, it's actually accessible. We're going to be running qualifiers every weekend, and we'll have the European and North American qualifier running on Sunday, and on Saturday will be the Oceanic qualifier as well. So if you guys want to try and get into the second stage of the FACEIT League, after this one that's going to be run, because of course all the teams are already decided right now, but if you want to get into the next one, qualifiers every weekend, and you'll go into a closed qualifier and you'll be playing up against the bottom 2 teams from each region respectively, depending on which region you're in, of course. So that gives everyone a chance basically to get themselves in the league. And essentially, I mean, as a last note, of course, there's been a bit of buzz around the whole anti-cheat stuff with FACEIT. And in addition to the anti-cheat that we have at FACEIT, new measures are being taken because we're so incredibly passionate about esports here. We're so incredibly passionate about Counter-Strike that we want to keep pushing it to a more professional level. We want to keep pushing it to be more like contemporary sports, the standards that are expected in real sports. That's where we want to be. This is serious business for us, and I think the new steps we're taking, where we can have random checks towards players that, of course, is at the top of Reddit right now. So I think everyone knows what's going on. If you guys actually want more information about that, go check out Fragbite, because there was a recent interview which will detail that in full depth, basically, what's going on, the thought processes behind FACEIT, going for these new decisions to try to ramp things up and take it really to the next level. And of course, it's also going to, apart from just legitimizing things, make it just better for the integrity of the competition, as well as better for the players that are honest. So it's an exciting way to start things.
Absolutely, yeah, that's really fun, and we look forward to visiting your houses. But this weekend, it's not just Counter-Strike that's happening here. This weekend there is a charity event being held by a charity called Special Effects. The event's called Game Blast. You can find out more information at bit.ly/donatesGameBlast. Basically, Special Effect is a charity who help disabled gamers and make games more accessible for them. We'll show you a little clip in a few seconds about that. But again, that's going to be this weekend between the 20th and the 22nd. You can take part in that as well. Just go to that link I just mentioned, bit.ly/donatesGameBlast. You can be, if you're a streamer, you can get yourself involved. You can raise money for that as well. We're going to be trying to raise money here at FACEIT over the next 2 days with our streams in our league. So there will be a link. We have a donation page. All donations go straight to the charity. They're not handled by us, so don't worry about that. That is justgiving.com/FACEIT. And we'll play a little clip now, which will give you a bit more information as to what this charity does.
My name's AJ. I'm 35 years old. I have a disability called spinal muscular atrophy, and I currently work as an IT support analyst. Up till the age of 17, I used to play a lot of console games. But unfortunately, around that time, my movement in my hands got worse, so I wasn't able to hold the control pad and press the buttons. And I gave up on the idea of being able to play video games after that. A few months back, I was doing a Google search and I came across Special Effect and was very happy to know they were able to help disabled people play games. Initially, I wanted to play every game because I was so excited. Special Effect being able to help me to find a joystick that I could use with my chin, which the computer could recognize, and also another tool which is a voice activation software, which basically you can map commands to words, and then whatever you say will operate that command for you. Romeo, stop, aim. And then I can shoot with a switch, which I have next to my hand, which I can plug into the joystick. For me, it gives me something to look forward to outside of work. You know, when I come home, sometimes on the weekends, there's not much to do and I used to get bored. There's only so much TV you can watch or listen to music. For me, video games is also about escapism. You know, you get away from all the problems for a little while. I would say if you enjoy playing video games and you're having difficulty due to your disability, I would definitely recommend contacting Special Effect because they've been really helpful to me in being able to kind of give me something which I lost many years ago.
So I hope you enjoyed that short video. So that person had spinal muscular atrophy, which they've helped hundreds of people like him to make games more accessible. So if you want to get involved in that, again, that is justgiving.com/FACEIT. Also, all of our ad revenue from this entire week will be sent over to them, and we will meet a minimum of $2,000. So if it goes below that level, then we will give them at least $2,000 as well. So definitely get involved in that. And we are going to have, for donations to that page, we are going to have some goals as well. So for 200, when we get to £250 on there, we will be giving away a Razer Goliathus and 5 Due2A discount codes. All of these prizes will be given away to people who donate. So we'll get all your emails, so then we'll spam you with emails afterwards with potential prizes. At £500, we'll be giving away 10 FACEIT Premium accounts and a Razer Naga, which I have somewhere. I'll show it to you a little bit later. A Razer Naga Chroma, which I have actually right here. Boom. So one of you will win a nice shiny Razer Naga Chroma, so you know, get involved. There's also going to be, at $750, going to be skins, which I'll show you in a second, a Razer Kraken, and a signed photo of DDK. If you wish it to be laminated, we can do that as well. Speaking of skins, CSGO Lounge have got involved as well. They're partnering with us on this. So we're going to be giving away a lot of skins to people who donate. And they gave us a lot of Asimovs, which you may be able to see on your screen very shortly.
Oh
so
my god.
Ignore the knife, because that's something separate, but all those Asimovs and all those AKs, all those Orc Booms are to be won by people who donate to this charity. So once again, that's justgiving.com/FACEIT. And I do believe we're about 360,000 followers. So if you're wondering what that little Doppler knife was doing down there, then obviously we hit 350k recently. We gave away an M9 bayonet and a AK Fire Serpent. Once we hit 400,000 followers, we are going to be giving away that flip knife Doppler. That's going to be a raffle for everybody on the stream. And we'll also be attempting 1 or maybe 2 contracts for Dragon Laws. When we get there, we will let you decide. And whatever comes out will be given away to 1 or more of our subs. So, Dan, I think it's time to talk about today's matches.
All right.
Specifically the first one.
Get into the meat of the situation here.
Meat and potatoes. Don't forget the potatoes, Dan.
No carbs, please. No carbs.
Fair enough.
All right, so we've got Virtus.pro NV first match. Cobble. It's going to be Cobble. And that's actually the choice of Virtus.pro. And it could very well be a smart choice, because recently they actually did face up against NV on Cobble and managed to win 16-10. So, good choice, Virtus.pro. Good choice, my friends. Let's see if they can actually pull it off again here. NV not had the best results in the world recently. So, with this new addition of Cobblestone, I would love to see a much stronger performance from Envy to show Virtus.pro who's boss. But we're going to see, you're going to kick things off with a knife round, and as it's Cobblestone, even with the new changes, you never really want to start on the T side.
Yeah, this is, I know that TaZ is particularly fond of Cobble. Even in the old version of Cobble, which was broken, horrible, disgusting, and abhorrent. I don't know what made him such a fan of it, but a fan he is. And we will indeed see Virtus.pro on this map today. Once again, they did beat EnVyUs 16-10 very recently, just a few days ago on this map, and you know, maybe EnVyUs have had an opportunity to learn something from that. Here they are again with another opportunity to redeem themselves. They've lost a few matches recently, actually.
Yeah, definitely on a little bit of a bump in the road for them. Considering their recent LAN results, it's hard to really call it much more than that. But they're into the pistol here, and already we're seeing a huge commitment towards B for Virtus.pro. Actually, good prediction, but NBK going to drop onto Neo straight away. Another quick frag found by NBK. He's not going to stop anytime soon. That's a triple right there from him, and now things are looking terrible for the Poles. NBK with kill number 4, happy to take the last one, and that is a strong statement to show right at the start of this match.
Indeed, that is a very good start to the match. I think, excuse me, I think with these changes to this map, you don't really know at the moment. I think it's still too early to say if it's still CT-sided or T-sided. There is a video on FACEIT.com on YouTube, which details a lot of the changes that have been made to this map. Since then, they have switched the doors in the underparts where NBK is aiming at the moment, because there was an angle from CT going into connector, which did allow you to snipe the top of the door, but they've changed that, so that's no longer a factor. shox going to spin around and take down Pasha just in time. So the frags are going Virtus.pro's way, as only shox and SmithZz remain with about 40 health in total between them.
Yeah, this is really tough now. So much damage done by the scout. The AK is bought by Envy as well, so really annoying to actually have this happen so soon. And shox now, 2 health left, is going to go down as well. Good work there with the pistols from Virtus.pro, as they manage to catch Envy in all the right places. Envy unable to use the ranges, and we're going to see now that Virtus.pro basically doing to Envy what Envy, you know, love doing to everybody else, and they're going to try to do that right now. That's the pistol armor pressure. The buy is trying to throw Virtus.pro into turmoil, economically speaking, and never let up on the pressure. That is how Envy love to play, and we'll have to see if they're going to be able to make this A push work here.
That's a weird little flashbang logo. Reminds me of Dragon Ball Z for some reason, despite not having ever seen an episode of Dragon Ball Z. I've seen a dude with the hair. What's his name? Goku or something?
Goku. Dude with the hair. Alright, well, we've got French dudes trying to storm the A site at the moment, and it's not going too badly for them, in fact. They are actually in a 3-on-3, almost on top of the bomb site. Still a bit of a way to travel here to get that bomb planted. It is going down now. And SmithZz watching towards connector, able to pick up TaZ. There's 2 more players lurking though. Pasha and Biali don't really have the best weapons for this. See that? Envy are in really good positions post-plant. It's not looking all that bad at all for them now, as shox is going to pick up a quick one onto Biali. And in comes Pasha, he's got himself the AK, gets the frag onto shox, but SmithZz has a great angle, and Envy are able to win it back. And it's really weird here for Virtus.pro now on their money on the 4th round. Really weird.
What I like about this site is that you can actually jump onto this police truck. They have the same truck on overpass, but it's just one big cube. You can't jump on it, but on this one you can, which allows you to, if someone's trying to defend a plant, you can jump on top of the roof on the site, which makes the site a little bit more dynamic. So I like that little touch there by Valve. Push is coming in. This is called B main. I like to call it long because it's a long passage, but here we go. Got Pasha just jumping, flying around, shooting people in the face. And not a terrible round at all for Mr. Pasha Biceps.
What is happening in this match? It's just... Is this Counter-Strike? Is this Counter-Strike?
Dan, we might have to pay him a visit.
Is this Quake?
We might have to go and see him.
You got to pay a visit to Pasha.
Yep.
These jump shots, oh my god. So, Envy... So both teams are basically just going to buy every round. Because they're just able to just crush one another, just take turns crushing one another. Nobody has any economic advantages at all, really, for very long, it would seem. And now it's Envy's turn. Can Virtus.pro just stop them right now and start to actually build a stronger economy and start building what looks like a stronger, more standard look for the game. Because right now it is madness. Each team winning their respective pistol armor buys. We do have a really good positioning here around the CT ramp area. 3 players ready for this, in fact. Virtus.pro with a strong setup. They have Pasha going close, gets flashed in. It's Neo, sorry. And Spray coming in. He spots a lot of players. And that's going to be a huge tell right now. Virtus.pro setting up for this defense. And EnVy, they can't go through to this, surely. Getting gunned down. And that's going to be EnVy in dire straits. There's only 2 of them remaining. And we can see that Virtus.pro are all over this.
Yeah, I like the teamwork there from Virtus.pro. I think they've been stressing this map pretty hard. This might be their little secret in the bag for Katowice, which is not that far away. But obviously this will be a bit of a warning sign, as I think they'll probably pick Cobble against almost every team that hasn't vetoed it, unless they have specific maps that they feel like their opposition are weak on. But if you saw the nades in the underpass area there, just bouncing it off the wall into that close position, did great damage there, and the flashbang comes in for his teammate to peek. Like, they know the angles, and that's going to be, I think, a nasty surprise for a lot of teams who may have avoided Cobble in the past. But on a personal level, I do really enjoy the map now. Before, I hated it. I hated it like it was my... Okay, I've got nothing interesting to say, but I hated it, put it that way.
Like your visits to the dentist?
Not so bad.
You okay with that?
My visits to the parole officer, maybe.
The parole officer. James on parole. Alright, well, so they do get the bomb down with a quick storm onto A, which is nice for EnVy. As James mentioned, it's really hard with the new changes to the map to actually really say how many rounds yet is really expected for either team. I mean, it's going to be a meta that's going to be pretty fresh and evolving very rapidly at this point as teams work out, because it definitely is very different to the old version of Cobble. So still quite a lot of experimentation to do. So it's hard to really say if, because getting 2 rounds this early for T side was actually pretty awesome in the previous Cobble. So either way, we do have SmithZz on the AWP, and we have the rest of his teammates kind of just working their way up now slowly towards the A long area. But there's 2 players close range there, and it's going to be shox to take down Neo straight away. Snax there going to go for the delay play with the incendiary as TaZ rotates to give him a hand here. Flash over the top to further delay their push. Virtus.pro, Snax and TaZ. What a deadly combination. 3 players down now for EnVy as Happy's left alone. In-game leader, the lurker of EnVy, looking for a frag. He's going to get nothing. This is looking good now for Virtus.pro.
I think we should pay attention to the initial setup from the CTs on this map, because it looks like they're playing 3A, 1 in drop zone and then 1 to B, but I haven't really been paying attention to what they do at the very beginning of the round, just in case there's, say, like now they may be expecting an eco from EnVy. Do they put more people towards the B site in case there's a rush? You can see byali is rotating away from A straight away, so indeed I think he is coming to offer some backup to B just in case. And we'll pay attention to see how long it takes him to rotate back. In fact, he's going over to drop zone, and TaZ is out of the drop zone as his rotation was closer and faster onto the A bomb site.
There's NBK taking down TaZ already. There's more players to find though. 2 down CT ramp. NBK going for the peak. Nice shot onto Neo. Another frag for him and the bomb down as a reward for EnVy. kioShiMa there on the site. Virtus.pro coming in for the cleanup. They will get it, but 2 players taken down and another bomb plant for EnVy. Certainly going to put them in better stead economically speaking.
Snax is 13 and 2.
Yeah, he's having a good game here. He's been playing A, and they have been consistently pushing him in his position, and he's been able to defend well.
Really worth mentioning right now, actually, that HLTV are doing the Dream Team for our entire league, inclusive of all regions, Europe, North America, and Oceania. I tried to get byali in there, actually, but every time I do Dream Team, I never have money left over for byali. But if you have Snax in your team, you must be dancing right now.
And on top of that, as James mentions, the 3 regions we're doing for the FACEIT League for, if you're looking for schedules or any information, we have our league page up again, FACEIT League.
League.faceit.com.
League.faceit.com. There you go. Got it the wrong way around. League.faceit.com, so you get all your infos there.
Look at this boost. TaZ being very sneaky indeed. Going to pop up. And I don't know if Happy could even see him there, but Happy is dead. Happy is no longer Happy.
he wanted the wall bang, but once again Envy working towards A, and we can see the movement back from Virtus.pro, very mobile. And Envy definitely, well,
This
able
site
to
is
smoke
well
off
defended.
Metro very effectively. TaZ by the APC here, going to pick up NBK. Oh, runs out of bullets, and it's going to be the frag for kioShiMa, but Neo's at the back. It seems like a never-ending supply of Polish players here on the A bomb site. When you're coming from MV's perspective, it's just shox left, and he's going to get taken out with a nice backstab from Pasha. And really good holds here from Virtus.pro. And as you were talking about the timings, the mobility looks really, really awesome from Virtus.pro. They're managing to rotate very effectively to deal with all of these threats. NB don't seem quite fast enough to get ahead.
Okay, you guys have already donated almost £350 to this page, which is kind of crazy and scary. So we will be giving away a few skins, which I won't talk about during the round, but the next stretch goal will be 500, but we'll get back to that in a bit. You can see there is some aggression here from NB, both in the underpass area and above. But the CT is backing off now. I wonder if they're backing off based on a certain timing, or what the situation is. Again, this is really interesting actually, because Virtus.pro, they're quite keen on the Molotovs on Inferno, and they're playing it the same way here. Look how many mollies, not one but two. They threw a flame carpet over to the long area of A.
And lots of repositioning going on here. Snax was actually playing quite close to along with that AWP, and the AWP in Snax's hands not necessarily something you would expect, but he's playing really defensively all the way back there now as the switch comes onto the B site. Envy looking for that play now as they try to execute in these choke points, and they're getting the frags. The entry is coming their way. They've beaten, finally, Virtus.pro to the chase, to the rotation, and they should be able to get the bomb down any second. Flame going over to kioShiMa to scrum down. kioShiMa, great response there onto TaZ. And now things get really awkward and really fast here for Virtus.pro. How the hell do they get in through this? Look, there's fire down. There's players on every angle. But Neo is going to try to get some distraction here. Good frag from him. And he gives Snax an opening. shox going to take Neo down there. Snax tries to make his way around, but it's a little bit too slow. And he's going to get taken out. And that's the round there for Envy. So they pick up their third one. And again, it's really hard to say how many rounds to expect for the T side.
Indeed it is.
The new Cobble.
Indeed, but Virtus.pro, they just seem to be ahead of the game right now. It's still early days. As far as I'm aware, at least as far as Europe is concerned, this is the second competitive match I have seen on the new and improved Cobblestone. And both have featured Virtus.pro. So, again, I think they're just ahead of the curve right now. And this will be a warning signal. I mean, they haven't won yet by any means, but the fact that they took down NV 16-10 last time, and they're doing quite strongly at the moment.
Yeah, also
should
really
be a
nice
warning.
pick.
Should be a warning sign to players to look out for this at Katowice.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how well Snax understands the timings and the angles already with the AWP. Like, he's obviously really worked his position out to the T. Oh, Pasha using the explosion of the HE there to highlight the player who was behind the smoke. So, really nice play here. Look at this. This man, Pasha, is just annihilating these players who are trying to push through the choke points. They can't even see him, and they're dying. If it wasn't bad enough on the other side of the map, you got Snax with the AWP. Now it's Pasha on the B side of things. kioShiMa, 2 quick frags though, but 3 more players to deal with.
He has got the bomb as well, so everything is still doable here. They've got Pokeballs on their heads.
Actually really nice, I like that graphic a lot. We're going to have kioShiMa looking for the remaining 2 players. He's got 30 seconds left. He's baiting one out, gets the next frag. kioShiMa already on a 4 kill. A 1-on-1 now with 20 seconds left. Tries to bait out the next player and he won't get the kill. Snax comes in for kill number 3. But that was amazing from both teams there. Got Pasha and Snax and then kioShiMa. He's always a huge danger
from kioShiMa. Snax 16 and 4 now. I'm a fan of Virtus.pro.
You know, one thing I love about kioShiMa is that when you're a top level player, you always need to, you have to never hesitate. You have to always quickly decide something and then be committed. Because if you hesitate, it's almost always going to cause more damage. And kioShiMa is like the most committed player ever. He's always so certain when he, like for example there, like when he does a fake, yeah, a guy's going to come here. Doesn't it for a moment. There's no flicker of doubt in that man. Got Snax coming around the side there. Another quick push. Snax keeps finding these aggressive openings at the start of the round.
This is the Virtus.pro we know and love to watch. The ones that will suddenly flank you 3 seconds into the round and make you hold passive positions for almost up to a minute, just waiting for the push that comes as soon as you no longer expect it. Oh, the bomb's falling down as well. This round is pretty much over. Wow, Happy didn't even get 2 kills of the season on that occasion.
Very true. And Snax is on 17 kills. And it's not just the fact that he's been holding his side of the map well. He's been doing better than that. He's been proactively finding stuff out for his team and picking up kills aggressively on the A side as well. So he's really dangerous, and Envy might start looking out for these plays from him. Let's quickly have a look here. In fact, I was going to check out Snax, but there's no time. Envy are making a quick push down through CT ramp. They're trying to basically beat out any aggressive timings from Snax, get themselves up really fast here. Virtus.pro already on a big rotation. Snax coming in around from the side. Does get one frag. They're lining up for him. Snax gets 3 in a row. There's still 1 player left, though, for Envy in shox. And there it is. If there's a better way to finish off a round, I don't know what it is.
He shoots. He scores.
The crowd goes wild.
That was some Orlando Magic business right there.
That was brilliant.
Maybe a while ago, but yeah.
So 10-3. This is looking crashing. Crashing from Virtus.pro. Look how fast they're all over Envy. Envy are trying a fast round there to stop that from happening, but they couldn't be fast enough.
Yeah, success is not the order of the day on the T side versus Virtus.pro at the moment. Now, Neo, will he find the first shot? Yes, he will. It's quite interesting, actually, to see him playing. This is how Neo plays the AWP on Cash, and now he plays it, you can see he plays it on Cobble as well. Very aggressive positioning from him as well. Really interesting. And again, this is looking too easy for Virtus.pro at the moment,
it really
isn't it?
is, yeah.
But it is early days in the map, and I think a lot of the play of this map, at least on the CT side, will be studied in this here match.
In theory, it should always be a lot harder on when a map is new on the T side, because you have to you need more understanding of how CTs play and how to play their rotations and how certain choke points, like how all the timings work from certain positions for the CTs, how to like effectively force different situations from them. It's really difficult, I think, on the T side. There's so many more questions than CT, whereas CT we can see that Virtus.pro Snax gets some early information most of the rounds, and other than that, they just kind of have to like sit and react based and just base what they do off of what Envy do. So it's much easier for Virtus.pro on the CT side in that regard.
Pasha's got the auto sniper. I want to know where he's taking it. See again, now look at the difference here. Look at all the CTs on B. They're expecting a last round rush here from Envy, and Envy are the kind of team who do crazy things in the last rounds of halves as well. And they have all the expectation here. Pasha bringing out the black gun, and will not be challenged just yet. As again, look how they're spread out, but look how passive they are. Look at that. Again, they're still spread out and slow because they're expecting the flank from Virtus.pro. Again, they've been conditioned to fear now. That's what Virtus.pro do when they're in form.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job insofar as playing it slow at the moment. You can see that that's actually given them a frag and a decent chunk of damage onto TaZ as well. Because Virtus.pro have been looking aggressively at some of these angles, and Envy using that time effectively right now to just regroup. Try to hit them in a soft spot, but this is not the soft spot they were looking for. That's the auto sniper right there in the hands of Pasha. That is a massacre. NBK has to come in alone. Bombs on the other side of the map. And he's got 4 players to find with this AK-47 in 30 seconds. This is a bad look here for the French player.
Yeah, his location has been exposed, and he is done. So 12-3 to Virtus.pro, and that was you have to remember as well. EnVyUs won the pistol round, and they won it very, very strongly. I think we can have a quick look at the betting odds for this match here. We can pull them up, and oh, nice and even. Again, all to play for. I feel like Virtus.pro. If people, I don't know how many people were aware of the recent match on this map, but I would have expected Virtus.pro to be stronger in that regard. But I think maybe they will in future. Now we are witnessing this madness on FACEIT. But EnVyUs, while they only have 3 rounds, they are not out of it yet by any means. NBK looking to do huge damage with a pistol and then follow up in numbers. As you can see, he's got that passive position there, but he does have the opposition peeking, trying to find out, because of course there will be somebody playing there. The question is where.
Here we go. Pistols in. towards this B site slowly but surely. Neo already with a quick frag, but NBK, he wants to go huge once again on a pistol. Pasha catching off Happy, so trying to rotate there. And we'll have to see if Envy can recover from this situation. There is a quick frag onto SmithZz. Now NBK is alone. No friends to help him out. He has a kit, but no armor. And gonna have to see if he can pull something out in the bag here.
They know where he is as well.
Kills. Oh dear. This is, again, a really bad look for NBK. And it does take down Pasha.
He was going for the knife, you know he was.
He wants that dirty knife money. But there it is. byali will finish off NBK. And this is looking like a very fast first match here for the FACEIT League 2015. As Virtus.pro really exert their dominance on, especially at least on the CT side of Cobble.
Yeah, now that Envy have lost the pistol, they are in obviously a very difficult situation. But looking at all the close quarters corners on this map, I'm quite curious to see how the CT eco develops.
They're going to take down shox there on the entry. Just taking this slow and steady. But that so far is yielding a very strong round for them. Virtus.pro now in, smoking off balcony, smoking off connector. No way to even get at them at this point. There's just one area visible, but there's 3 AKs looking towards that spot. Not going to happen. Only Pasha dropping for Virtus.pro, and Envy looking very, very bad now. What do they do? I mean, they're essentially, they basically have to eco right now. And, well, it's Envy. What am I talking about? Why would they eco?
Yeah.
They can just put I guess both options are really, really as viable as one another.
Indeed. Well, 2 rounds away from victory now are Virtus.pro. All staying together because they're expecting either an eco or a force, which won't be too far away. So definitely not going to want to give up any guns here. And look how they're all bunched together with TaZ watching the flank. Really good play there. And again, they're so... I mean, I knew they were keen on this map already, but the fact with all these changes, they seem to be so well oiled at the moment, or at least very ahead of some of the best teams in the world. Ooh, and there's those close quarters for you. Those one taps of the 5-7, so powerful. And I do think that's probably going to be one thing that gets a lot more dangerous for the T's as this map progresses.
And Happy's coming in from the flank, but he gets spotted, but he still gets the kill. And the bomb is dropped there by Skyfall. And byali's the last guy left here now for Virtus.pro. And Envy showing just, again, if anyone needed to be reminded why they are so feared with these pistols. But byali could just close it out right now. He's got a one-on-one. Happy's picked up an AK-47. Oh, he gets the jump on him. And that's going to be the round there for Envy. But it's a long road ahead. A really long road ahead. But at least Virtus.pro, are they, I mean, in theory, they could just keep buying if they really wanted to. But they're going to, looks like they're going to go for the save.
Yeah, going to be sensible about it. I was playing with somebody yesterday who just wanted to force every single round. Was an absolute maniac, Dan. Absolute maniac.
Well, Virtus.pro, they only need 2 rounds. And Envy, do have a decent buy going for them. NBK on the shotgun. And they are locking down CT ramp at the moment. So there's no real way to get in there. So look at this, it's like a firing range at the top of this little hill. And this is what NBK does. NBK is essentially the dedicated shotgunner for EnVyUs. You'll see him play shotgun on like so many different maps and positions, which is really cool. I think it's the only team which would, it seems like, has a dedicated shotgun player.
Oh, JW?
Okay, JW, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But NBK does it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's only specifics for JW like Squeaky on Nuke.
That is a really good. That's probably the best position for shotguns in the game.
I think there's only 2 places I'm aware of that he does it. Oh, look at this fan. Get a nice one. Nice. Nice. Do it. He's going to go for the plant instead. That's very wise. Oh, okay. There will be no plants.
He actually could have planted that if he'd gone into the corner, I think.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't know if somebody's on the balcony, although maybe unlikely in that particular situation.
It's more likely that, well, I think going for the plant is probably the safest.
Agree.
Because he's not going to get. I guess it depends. If he thinks he's in a one-on-one, maybe then it's more.
He's got to assume he's dead in that round.
Yeah,
versus 4.
that's exactly. That's the idea, isn't it?
You know, this crack in the wall that Byali's heading up to, which has already been smoked, has a nice divot in it where you can throw a flash onto it, and it just sails in the air quite beautifully with the delayed pop.
Eloquently said.
kioShiMa. Is he going to find kioShiMa? He is with a random spray there by Byali. That's going to be gut-wrenching.
I mean, Byali must have like no idea what just happened there. 2 quick frags. James, it's almost over at this rate. shox is left in a 1-on-5.
It is indeed. We're going to have a bit of time on our hands, Dan.
Oh my god.
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. But let's see if shox can get done. He does take a frag onto pasha. Also even scoops up an AWP. Always fun watching shox with North as well. shox is just really damn good. If you're new to Counter-Strike, this man can play the AWP insanely well, and he's a ridiculously good rifler as well. Like, he's probably like top 3 rifler. I think it's easy to say when he's on top form.
shox versus forest.
Oh, that's actually nice. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm actually gonna go with shox. Today I'm gonna say shox.
All right.
Today. What about you?
It's a tough one because shox is pretty damn good with AWP.
Okay, pistols, shox or forest.
I'm going forest. If it was ScreaM versus forest, I'd go ScreaM.
Okay.
But it's forest is pretty badass with a.
Okay, rifle forest versus shox.
You have to go shox. Well, you don't have to, but I don't know.
But you will.
If it was ScreaM, I'd go ScreaM.
Bit of ScreaM fan over here. Alright, this is actually a flashbang that shox is really good at. He does this on Apartments and Inferno. He has this like really good trajectory with it where it just pops just barely around the corner. It's amazing, like an amazing self-pop flash in tight spaces to use. And
this flank could be interesting.
Much happens from that, but yeah, happy with the flank roll. Does pick up the kill on the bomber. So Envy in with a good chance of this round. shox going to find himself Byali, at least going to be able to make the call of where he is now. The smithZz wraps around the APC looking for some players, gets the head of pasha, shoots it clean off, and Byali's left in a 1-on-2. 38 seconds left in the round.
Look at smithZz dirty position. I think he got a sound cue there. Byali going to make it 1v1, but smithZz going to finish him off, surviving with 20 HP. So, EnVyUs, they're against match points, but they're stringing some rounds together. They're going to have Virtus.pro relatively poor.
There's hope for the French.
So for the time being, it seems maybe the CT side is more favourable. We can't do it, Dan. We can't press the L button. Actually, I spoke to Valve yesterday, and it turns out that they in fact didn't patch the smoke. They made a patch for it, but they forgot to ship it last week. So it's going to ship probably this week, I guess.
Nice.
So you'll be able to hold the alt button soon enough, people. Right, so it's going to be Virtus on the force fire. Happy makes it a 4-on-4 as NBK has fallen as well. shox is going to keep hold of that A site for the time being. Everyone's swarming over to the AB bomb site, actually, apart from shox. He's going to be just on his lonesome for a while. Happy holding the connector position to stop any flanks from happening. smithZz is falling as well. He's got in some kind of battle there with his USP out.
Alright, so smithZz around the side. They have a really nice coverage around the remaining player, Byali, but he showed last round an almost 1-versus-2 clutch. He's not going to even get close this time.
He
shox.
should have crouched with that peak. I thought he would have.
Snax is on 30 frags right now. So Snax has been beasting.
NBK is expecting the eco here. He's fully prepared, Dan. He is fully prepared. He's got big popper pump. He's not messing around. He knows what he wants. Okay, if this happens, you know it wasn't me.
I came off. That's good.
Cheeky boy. We've got a rush coming in from Virtus.pro here. Rush straight into a brick wall. That brick wall is called shox, with a cameo appearance from Happy. So another round in the back for EnVyUs. Let's have a look at how many rounds. Again, see, in the first half you can see there, Envy won 3 rounds, and Virtus.pro currently on 3 rounds in the second half. So somewhat of a mirror image. Neo has left the building. And no, he has not been VAC banned, so you can stop making threads on HLTV.
It's like
people are flying around like
skating.
It seems they're just continuing, but that's up to them, I suppose.
I guess they just don't care. They're so many rounds ahead.
Gliding
like,
around the stairs.
We don't need this guy.
Beautiful.
There's like play on dudes. Let's not disrupt our momentum. Although that said, Envy are the team with the momentum right now. They've been doing quite effectively. shox has been key in this actually with his AWPing. Has so far been doing a great job, and Virtus.pro not showing the kind of rounds towards A that we saw from Envy, and byali able to take his one-on-one this time towards the B site. NBK locking down that connector area there. That window out of Sky. byali picks up yet another one towards B. This is forcing a big rotation now. 2 players more for Envy are going to
shox. How did he miss that
fill
one?
up the site on B.
I think he was staring at the same angle for such a long time that his brain just kind of slowed down and thought, okay, paint is drying. No need to be at 100%. And Pasha almost walks past his reticle.
Happy going to crawl in through for the B play potentially, but Happy going to shut down Snax. That's going to shut off the entry towards the B site. Now byali has a lot to do. The bomb's going to go down. In comes Pasha from connector, forcing it to a one-on-one. 25 seconds left. Flash over the top. Here goes Pasha out the balcony around the APC. Looking for that last player. It's shox with the AWP though. And shox knows exactly where the bomb is. There is the shot. He misses it though. shox cannot afford to miss another shot. Pasha in close. shox gonna find him. Goes for the quick no-scope. Pulls out the 5-7. Gets the kill anyway. And that's a brilliant response. 15-9 is now the score as Virtus.pro still trying to get that last round going to just close this one out. And again, just to remind you guys, this is the home and away system for the FACEIT League, so it's best of 1 for these 2 teams right here. But of course, this is home map for Virtus.pro, and we can see why they do look quite comfortable. But now they're starting to run into some issues, also known as shox.
I'm sure EnVyUs would have learned a lot from the previous match they had recently on Cobble with Virtus.pro, and they will have adjusted things for that. So we'll see how far it takes them. Again, they are up against it completely. And again, guys, if you are just joining us, while we have a little break here, we are raising some charity funds for a company called, called Special Effects, who help people with disabilities. I'm told we have raised £510 so far, which means we will be giving away a Razer Goliathus, 5 G2A discount codes, 10 FACEIT premiums, one of these, a Naga Chroma as well. So one of you guys who have donated, all of these will be sent off to people who have donated. So we'll do raffles and email you, or maybe we'll try and announce some things between games. There's also going to be, we have like, I don't know, like 10 stretch goals at the moment. The next one is £750. So we'll be giving away some of those Asimovs that CSGO Lounge sent in. If you didn't see them before, then have a quick look at this. This is what CSGO Lounge sent in, minus the knife and the deagle. All of that, CSGO Lounge like, what, charity? Take this. So we're going to be giving away some of these Asimovs, some of the M4s. We've got StatTrack M4 Asimovs there. We've got AWP Asimovs. We've got AKs. We've got AWP booms. We've got all kinds of things going on. So
all the Asimovs on the
we'll
market.
figure out exactly how many we'll do, and we'll let you know. So some of these are going to be given away at £750. Also, we are going to be giving away one of these Razer Krakens for £750 and a signed photo of DDK. Lamination optional.
Why is this coming into play?
Lamination optional. Just let us know what your preference is.
You don't want the... What about, where's the signed photo?
It's because they love your hair, Dan. It's because they love your hair. But I don't really have that much hair.
It's not the hair.
So,
it's not the hair.
So where
we need one for...
Why do they like
Why
you
is there just
so
one
much?
for me? Why not one for you as well?
It's because of the hair, Dan.
It's not the hair.
It's because you're the handsome one, right? That's all I can say.
I think this is lies. I'm gonna go out and say that there is also gonna be a laminated photo of James, so you can look forward to that. Maybe why don't we just have the team? What about producer Reese? He doesn't get enough love. We can get a laminated photo of him signed by him. No, don't like that idea.
Hey, Dave, it's fine. I have no argument with it. If you want to laminate a photo of Reese, then be my guest.
I like laminating stuff. Not gonna lie.
I think producer Reese has a laminator as well.
He has a laminator.
He's been laminating, Dan.
I don't know where to go with the lamination.
The question is, Dan, what has producer Reese been laminating?
I don't know.
photos of DDK. How much do you hate me right now?
No one wants a photo of me, James. They have to sit here and look at me.
Let's see how long it takes to get to £750. Then we will know.
Then we'll decide.
Then we will know how badly people want a laminated photo of DDK. So again, the link is justgiving.com/FACEIT. All donations go straight to the charity. They don't go through FACEIT or anything like that. If you're from the UK as well, then I believe the government adds like extra money to it, so even better. Between games, we will. Excuse me. Since our last cast, I seem to have half died, so I have a cough again. Between the games, we will roll the video as well, so you can see all about some of the people that special effects help. We are just, again, you saw there was a VAC authentication error that happens from time to time. Hopefully, we will be back with that soon. So
and one thing to remember, guys, if you're looking for any information, whether it's scheduling or otherwise, results, all that kind of stuff, you can go to league.faceit.com. And that will give you all the info that you need. And also, for you guys who tuned in a little bit later, missed the grand introduction where we explained a lot of the stuff. Of course, there's been a bit of buzz. Just to remind you guys again, there's been a bit of buzz around the sending. We're going to send James to people's houses.
That may or may not be true.
So if you want more detail on the new policies and the thought processes behind them, Fragbite actually conducted an interview, which should be up there on Fragbite already. So go check that out, and you can get basically all the information you could want about FACEIT's reasoning for that, and why we wanted to take this to a new, more professional, more real sports-like level, because it's esports and we love it. So it's important to us.
So I've just been told that Happy's internet has also exploded. So I think we may as well just run that video again, so you can see if you were just, obviously not everyone's tuned in at the beginning of the cast. So while we have a little break, a little time to fill. Regarding this charity we're raising money for, again, they are doing an event this weekend called Game Blast from the 20th to the 22nd. You can get involved, you can be a streamer and contribute to this and raise money yourself. The link for that is bit.ly/donate Game Blast if you want to find out more information. But while we wait for these guys to get back on the server, have a look at this video.
My name's AJ. I'm 35 years old. I have a disability called spinal muscular atrophy, and I currently work as an IT support analyst. Up till the age of 17, I used to play a lot of console games. But unfortunately, around that time, my movement in my hands got worse, so I wasn't able to hold the control pad and press the buttons. And I gave up on the idea of being able to play video games after that. A few months back, I was doing a Google search and I came across Special Effect and was very happy to know they were able to help disabled people play games. Initially, I wanted to play every game because I was so excited. Special Effect being able to help me to find a joystick that I could use with my chin, which the computer could recognize, and also another tool which is a voice activation software, which basically you can map commands to words, and then whatever you say will operate that command for you. Romeo, stop, aim. And then I can shoot with a switch, which I have next to my hand, which I can plug into the joystick. For me, it gives me something to look forward to outside of work. When I come home, sometimes on the weekends, there's not much to do and I used to get bored. There's only so much TV you can watch or listen to music. For me, video games is also about escapism. You get away from all the problems for a little while. I would say if you enjoy playing video games and you're having difficulty due to your disability, I would definitely recommend contacting Special Effect, because they've been really helpful to me in being able to kind of give me something which I lost many years ago.
So, since we last spoke about
Yep.
the laminated picture, we've passed the goal.
There's no laminated pictures. I'm just going to burst that bubble right now. There's no laminated pictures.
But there will be one.
Why?
There will be one, and you will sign it.
At least I won't. Okay, what will the picture be? Where will I be? I'll be standing in front of Big Ben, or is it just going to be me in the studio or something?
I don't know any guys called Big Ben, Dan. So, we were on about 500 and something, And we said, how much do you want in that picture of Dan? And boom, someone just laid out some money down. Somebody wants it bad. So there we go. Congratulations, one of you is going to win a signed photo of DDK with optional lamination.
Optional lamination.
So the next stretch goal is £1,000, which is at £1,000. I was going to say this. This is kind of it looks like a death adder, but it's not a death adder. I have a death adder somewhere, but I don't know where it is right now. I think it's over there somewhere. So we're going to give you a death adder. It's going to be another Razer Goliathus mouse pad, a Razer t-shirt, a Razer hoodie, and Battle Scarred Bison.
What, for £1,000?
I think it's
Battle Scarred Bison finally rears its ugly head again. How long has it been since the Bisons came out to play? It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh no, I don't know. I missed some wheel spins. You did one with Kyanite here.
Yes, but that was...
You
I don't even know what that was. What did we give? It was a question mark. It was... I have no idea what that was. But it wasn't a Bison. But no, it has been a while. But the thing is, people just constantly tweeting, Dan. They're constantly saying...
They're desperate for the Bison.
They're constantly saying two things, right? One is laminated photo of DDK. The other one they're saying is Bisons. Wait, we want Bisons. When are you doing Bisons? When I tweeted the picture of all that stuff that CSGO Lounge put in, they were like, where are the damn Bisons? Can you imagine how many Bisons CSGO Lounge should give us? They could give us like 1,000 Bisons.
I'm just going to throw it out there that James actually has a huge problem and that he's actually been hoarding all the Bisons to himself. That's why they haven't really been appearing so much as they once were. So,
you know, I have 10 CSGO accounts, Dan.
And they're each named after Bond villains.
And they're Bond villains or henchmen.
You're moving on to henchmen now.
Yeah, because I did without even realizing. Because you got to have one called Odd Job, right?
Of course.
You have to have one called Odd Job.
Do you play GoldenEye?
You have to have one called Jaws.
You play GoldenEye, right?
N64.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, so
of course.
So were you the guy that played Odd Job?
I didn't even know how I played. All I remember is we used to play on the mode where you had proximity mines. And I think it was Facility.
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
I think there was the map called Facility, and there was a room which had two ramps in, and it had proximity mines spawning inside.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that room.
I used to just mine the flames and stand in there the entire map.
Oh my god, I remember
that guy. I was a nerd guy. It's like it's not about kills. It's about putting yourself in the most optimal position, and then just remining every time somebody tries to kill you and you get blown up by mines.
Yeah, I actually remember that room and the mines specifically. Wow. So we have £1,100 now. This is going pretty well.
Okay.
So what is okay? We have the laminated picture of me.
This is actually happening too fast, because actually there is no too fast, but because I wrote I have.
Should we give away the grenade?
No. So I have lots of
all right then.
Thingy-majiggies. What do you call them? Stretch goals, but I haven't written them all down here. They're on my laptop off to the screen. So I'm having to just go over there and have a look at it when we're off camera. So, okay. So we've already reached 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose we need to figure out...
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see how it is.
CSGO Lounge sent us 21 skins.
You're very possessive.
Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at exactly what they sent again. Come on. Let's switch to the camera. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 AWP Asimovs. All right. Let me write this down. We have 7 AWP Asimovs to give away. So we need to figure out how many we give away for £750, which we've passed already. I think we put 3 Asimovs in there. 3 AWPs. Okay. We'll do 3 AWPs. We will do 2 StatTrak Asimovs. The M4s. 2 M4 Asimov. And let's put in an AK as well. Okay, so for the next stretch goal is £1,500, where all I've written is skin. I'm going to add an S, so it's plural, because I'm not sending you skin in the post. So, okay, so for 1,500...
You're weird.
I think we do both StatTrak AWP booms. I think we do... Let's see. We could do the other 4 AWP Asimovs. And another StatTrak.
I don't know what to do.
I need to write this down. I didn't even know what's going on.
I'm not allowed to bet on stuff. Nor are you.
Did you bet in the first place?
I used to ages ago. I know someone who's won like $800 recently.
You shouldn't say these things, Dan.
It's
You'll
crazy.
get vaxxed.
I don't get vaxxed, James.
See, the thing is, like, I used to bet a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, but I only ever bet, like, I have a lot of skins, but I use all the skins. I like my skins, and I don't bet the skins I want. I bet surplus. But like, towards the end of last year, I only bet, like, 4-cent skins, like crap skins. Because I just wanted to get rid of them, and I couldn't be asked to keep them for contracting or sell them for, like, 3 cents. So I just bet them just so, like, almost wanted to lose, because otherwise I was just a pain in the bum. Anyway. 4 AWPs. Okay, so we're doing 4 AWPs.
And we even have the potential Dragon Lords, future Dragon Lords.
Okay, so we're doing 4 AWPs, 4 Asimov AWPs. We're doing both stat track booms. And why are you laughing? What are you laughing at? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It's just you're weird. You're weird.
And two M4s. Okay, 2 M4s. So that's 1,500. So these won't all go to one person. We will spread these out among all the people who've donated. I have no idea how many people donated. I think at this rate, we're going to be sending more things out than we have donated.
This is basically like a skins shipping manifest that you're just like writing up right now.
I feel like someone in a shipyard.
Yeah, exactly.
So this crates
all the cargo.
All of this. Okay, so that's a 1,500, guys. Right. So let's just again. By the way, if you're just joining us, there is intertubes issues with one of these players. It's I think it's happy we're waiting to reconnect to the server at the moment. The score is 15-9 in favour of Virtus.pro. So we could go to break, but I know you guys want us to talk nonsense for a while. So that's what we're going to do, guys. That's what we're here for.
You know, the next match is supposed to be TSM.
Oh,
like I say, it's supposed to be. It will be TSM and Fnatic, and that's awesome as well. Because actually, okay, this is what I love about the FACEIT League. It's like, okay, so what matches do we have today? Oh, it's Virtus.pro versus Envy, and then it's TSM versus Fnatic, and then it's NIP versus Titan, then it's Navi versus LGB.
we haven't even got NIP versus Titan yet.
I know we haven't. Yeah, we have TSM Fnatic.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to it later because I've been speaking to Lurpis, and I haven't written down what he said to me. So we come back to it later.
I bet I know what he said to you.
Well, since I can't check, there's no point going over it now, Dan. Okay. I think we go over it later. But what is the map for our next match?
Inferno. So TSM and Fnatic will be playing on Inferno, which should be a really sick game.
What about the other 2 matches? What maps are they?
And actually, that's the pick of TSM. That's their home map. For NIP Titan, we've got Dust 2, which is NIP's choice against Titan, which is quite interesting. Mirage was chosen by Navi versus LGB. And you know what's really cool about LGB is that with LGB, you know how like before, everyone would speak about LGB, and it's like this brand that was created around that like old lineup. We had Olaf Meisley, Crims, Dennis, you know, XM at the time. Now Michael Ellie, of course, and like all these players. And the brand was created around these like a bunch of like loose cannon players, like super highly individually skilled. But now with the new LGB, they've actually the team is so good, and they're pulling out so many results, and they're so up and coming. The kind of Norwegian team that they have. That they're actually rebranding it now, because I'm actually starting to think of LGB and I'm associating it with the Norwegians, which I didn't think would happen so fast. Yeah. Because LGB is quite a big kind of name.
They've put in some performances, haven't they?
Yeah.
They had a recent interview actually where they were saying that I think they were saying their T sides were strong, but their CT sides were weak.
That's weird.
Which is exactly that's what I was thinking. It's normally starts the other way around.
Well, then they don't have much of a problem, do they? Because they should be able to tidy up the CT without too much trouble.
Yeah. So really, I'm looking forward to seeing them in the FACEIT League starting today. And again, this is just Europe. We are going to be back later on. CET, it's about 4 a.m., I believe. Yeah, 4 a.m. CET. We are going to be here with the start of the American League. And then Sunday, we have the Oceania League.
But don't worry, guys, because if you miss the matches, it's all going to go up on FACEIT VODs, which is the YouTube channel where all the VODs get uploaded very promptly after the stream's over.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, now I was going to go somewhere with something.
And we have reruns as well.
Sometimes. We have reruns as well, yeah. Okay, so we've hit £1,500.
Boom.
Pounds. So now I literally don't have it like. I have to go and look at the laptop now to see what was the next one. But I can't do it. I can't do it. What?
Is it your laptop?
No, it's not the laptop. What is wrong with you? Why are you trying to flog my gear?
I don't know.
You don't even know. You're just a troll. You're just a troll.
So they give away
This is what this guy moved. He moved like he lives like 100 meters from me.
Yeah.
I can't escape this man.
That's actually awesome. That's actually true. I moved. And it's not just like this is like a town or something. This is like London. It's a pretty big place. But I found somewhere within like a few days, which is about 100 meters from him. So it's pretty good. I've probably come off like a massive freak right now. Like they're like, we didn't know. We knew the DDK was weird. We didn't know he was a stalker as well. But I promise you guys, I'm not a stalker at least. I have to take my word for it. I don't think I'm very trustworthy though. Would you take my word for anything?
I think you should stop talking.
I have the shovel out. I'm digging that hole. I'm gonna jump in there very soon.
I think you got the JCB, mate.
JCB.
You're just moving massive mounds of earth right now. This is terrible. I don't even know, where do we go from this? This is what happens when we don't have a break. What do we do? All right, so what was I gonna say? Okay, if you're not following the channel, make sure you follow the channel. Why should you follow the channel? Because, guys, because we love you, that's why. When we hit 400,000 followers, we will be giving away a flip knife Doppler. It's blue. I don't know how this indicates blueness, but I'm doing my best. I don't have crayons, but it's blue. And for subscribers, we will be trying to trying to contract 1 Dragon Lore, maybe 2. We've got 2 M4 A1S Knights, so we could put them both in one contract or put them in separate contracts. Up to you guys. Once we hit 400K, you can make the choice. Now, I believe a sub is coming in for Happy because his internet just says no. You know, the bakery's closed.
It is pancake day today. I don't have any pancakes. Where are my pancakes, James?
I only eat pancakes.
I expected pancakes on arrival. There was nothing.
I only eat pancakes.
Except you.
I only eat pancakes in Amsterdam.
Why is that?
Because it's like a destination thing for me. I mean, we have IHOP in London. What
is IHOP?
International House of Pancakes.
Oh. Nice.
Ooh, we have an interesting sub. I don't think we should tell them.
All right, let's not tell them. Continue your thought.
Okay, but the thing is, they could be here for only 1 round.
That's true.
But I hope they're here for longer than that. But it's going to be awesome. Anyway,
it could be really anticlimactic now. This sub might not even do anything.
Yeah.
And then it might be over straight away. It's going to be brilliant.
So, I have no idea what I'm saying now.
You're talking about the International House of Pancakes.
Yes, so we have, there's one of those in Kings Road. Near Saatchi Gallery.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Take all the dates there.
Shouldn't say it on stream, they probably would. Anyway, but it's not, I don't eat pancakes in London. It's not something I do.
Why not?
Because
I know you eat crepes in London because
I do eat crepes, yes.
You recommended that place.
That's like a folded pancake though, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah.
Kind of. But no, I just like, one of the things I like to do in Amsterdam, this is going to be funny because people are going to make threads about what else I like to do, but one of the things I like to do in Amsterdam is eat pancakes. I've tried to go to the Anne Frank Museum, but there's always been a big, long queue outside.
You just go and eat some pancakes.
I haven't done it. They opened up a museum about microbiology there. It's called it's called Microbio, I think.
I can see how that makes sense as a name.
I read it in Wired magazine.
Cool. And that's in Amsterdam somewhere.
Yes.
Cool. I've never been to Amsterdam.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which is weird because you can just—it's so convenient for the UK. You can just drive there, or whatever. But I've never done it. Never been.
We should go one day.
We should go and cast some Counter-Strike there. That'd be awesome.
Could do that.
But there is only how many? There isn't. Is there? What is the CS scene like in Holland? Because whenever I think of Dutch Counter-Strike, I just think of Chris J, and that's all I can think about.
The only
is Chris J.
The only team I know that exists in that area is Lowland Lions.
Oh yeah.
When I say team, I don't mean Counter-Strike team. I mean just organisation, right? Because that's they cover the Benelux area.
I was going to say,
which if you don't know what that means Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. I know they do fighting games because obviously I do fighting game stuff. I don't know what else they do.
They did
as
Quake
an organisation.
Quake? They used to do Quake. Yeah, I think the last Quake player they had was Fox actually. Who people won't know who he is, but he was a legendarily very super good player from Sweden. One of the best from Sweden, but yeah, no one knows about Quake anymore. I uploaded some Quake World videos recently, and everyone's like, "What is this game?" No one knows, because that game's like 18 years old now.
So what's happening? Give us the lowdown on the state of Quake right now.
The state of Quake right now.
Yeah.
It's just
briefly.
I mean, there's
because
essentially.
I don't have the time already.
All right. Well, essentially, there's about one tournament a year now. which is QuakeCon. That's pretty much it. So basically, just the most tournaments just drop their support for Quake, and that's the state that it's in. There's just no competition for it now.
Cypher, right? Cypher wasn't he like practicing Counter-Strike to try and be a competitive Counter-Strike player?
Yes.
So
Well, that's what he kind of was hinting at, but I don't know what's
So-
going on there. I also think that it'll take quite a long time because you can't just because even if you get good individual skills, you need to learn the team, like how to play with the team. You actually need to learn how to play. This is why when people like when they ask me and stuff like, oh, what rank are you on matchmaking? It's like, well, matchmaking is really not the measure of a Counter-Strike player. I'm gonna just throw that out there to all you guys. It's really not a measure of a Counter-Strike player. And so as good as Cypher could be individually, even if he gets to Global Elite, there's still huge amounts of work to be done. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Dan, I think the match is unpaused.
It's good.
I think we're good to go, guys. Let's have a look and see.
I like
It's not
how-
unpaused. He lied to us.
I like how for a lot of people, there's like no context for you to pull out this egg timer thing. It's like you're just pulling out random things and putting it on the table. You even got more props recently. Did you actually use them in the end? The most recent one that you got?
No.
You didn't use it?
No, I didn't like it too much.
You didn't like it?
No.
Okay.
There's still one that we're missing, though. I think maybe
yeah.
we get it again because it's just, I don't know, someone ate it maybe.
Wasn't it? Okay, let's not talk about things we
No,
don't have.
No.
All right.
Anyway, guys, keep donating, and I will tell you what the next stretch goal is.
I know what it is. It's you get to play FACEIT Pugs with James, and he'll
People
he'll
do
make
that.
you pancakes.
People do that anyway.
You get pancakes.
I go home and I'm like, hey guys. This is not what I do when I go home, but I mean like right now. Hey guys, if you want to, I'm always welcome to play Pugs with anybody. So if you go to FACEIT.com, search JZFB, add me. If I log on and you have a space in your lobby, send me an invite. I will probably accept it.
I don't even have time. Well, I don't even play Pugs myself. I don't even play at all at the moment, which is really sucky.
Well, you don't have a desk, do you?
I don't have a desk. I don't have a chair, and
Hi, my name's Dan. I don't have a desk. I don't have a chair.
I'm on Wi-Fi as well. So the only way for me to play on that line is if I got a power line, and if I actually
I have a
find,
power line.
I had to find the physical location of the router, but I don't know where it is. Still looking for it. But when I do find it, I can get a power line. I can hook it up. Maybe I'll have stable internet. And maybe when I get the desk and the chair from IKEA, I can play some games.
Shout out to desk and chairs. And who is this we see? This fine young French gentleman, or is he Belgian? Is he French or Belgian? He's Belgian.
Okay, so
That is a nice knife.
he's going towards a long. So we're back in the match.
We need to announce him, Dan. It's ScreaM.
Everyone knows they can read James. What do you think of our average viewer?
Carry on.
Okay, so the round is progressing, and you can see this eco situation here for Virtus.pro. A couple players with armor though, with their pistols, and making their way in towards B at the moment. Pasha going to jump over the top, find himself a quick cheeky little frag on SmithZz, and GoTV is going to be like, I want to see ScreaM.
I wonder how much ScreaM. Well, this is interesting actually. I mean, has ScreaM even had a team since this map was updated?
What is going on right now? We've got these pistols coming into play massively. ScreaM coming in from the back though, takes down 2 players immediately. Great start for him. Bomb ticking away though. He works this 1 on 3 and ScreaM gets it. The last kill. Headshot onto Neo and gets himself a defuse. So well done to ScreaM.
I do believe ScreaM is about to do a AMA on HLTV.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so get your questions in if it's not too late. Hopefully it isn't.
I hope some people, because I think it was it Maniac that was speaking about the fact that he felt like ScreaM didn't have some parts or components to make it a player that would be fitting for their team or something like that. I would be interested to see what his ScreaM's direct responses would be to that and his interpretation to that statement. So somebody asked that question. Thank you. But obviously we want to see ScreaM in a top level team. I don't know what just happened though. We've frozen. GoTV, no! James, why?
Oh wow. Well, this is. What can we say about this?
Well, we've talked about pancakes, so
We've talked about pancakes.
the next place to go, I do not know.
What's the next logical place to go after pancakes? Maybe our subs can make a suggestion.
Cappuccino?
You're not. Are you subscribed to the channel, Dan? You're not, are you?
I'm not, no.
No, you're not.
I'm not subscribed to the channel, no.
Okay, so while we wait for this issue to be resolved, maybe...
Oh. Alright.
Okay, well, it seems GoTV, I don't know what happened there, but Virtus.pro managed to... They didn't pause the game in time, it seems. And Virtus.pro won the game while we were disconnected from GoTV, so... there we go.
Love it.
Such is life.
But we got to see ScreaM make a 1 versus 3 at the end with a defuse. That was nice.
Anyway, we are also Virtus.pro. Yeah, but that's nice to have a little cameo there by ScreaM. But we are behind schedule now because of those delays with those players being disconnected. So I think we'll cut to a quick break and then hopefully be back with the next match in a few minutes. Meanwhile, I will write down the rest of the stretch goals and give you the down low on the other side.